Hi, this video is on rich text and plain text content controls. To start this, go to your Developer tab, then go to your Controls area. Here you will see Rich Text Content Control, and you will also see Plain Text Content Control. So when we click on the Rich Text Content Control, you'll see that you do have some options. Among the options would be if you want to be able to delete the content, where the content cannot be edited, you can remove the content control when the text is edited. You can add a title. So here we can call it content control. We can have this pre-designed so it has a heading 1 designation, and we want to remove the content control when the text is edited. So we now have that set up, and if we were to type, we'll just call this sample title, and you see that it sets it up, it automatically places it, and then it removes the content control. Now we will go back and we will set this up without removing the content control, and we will type the same thing. And you'll see that the box remains, and for as long as we type, we will have the same result. So that may not be what you want, so that's why we have the different options available. So for example here, say we only want that one line, we want the content control to remain, we would just right arrow and then enter, and then we could type as normal. Now, conversely, if we wanted to make modifications to this where the content cannot be deleted, then we would select that, and if we try to delete, we cannot delete. So we have no ability to delete the content control itself, but we can delete the text that is within it. And we can type text and it will go back in, but it allows us to go in and change the text whenever we choose to, but this field cannot be deleted. Now that can be problematic if you need to move items around, if you need to delete it, if you need to delete a page. So that is something that I use sparingly, particularly if a document is locked. But you can always go in if the document is unlocked, come here, uncheck, OK. Then you have the full ability to delete your rich text content control. Now, conversely, we can also set this up as a plain text content control. So if we want to set this up as plain text, the approach would be very similar. We would go to our Developer tab, and we would come over here to Plain Text Content Control. We would click on that. On the surface, it looks identical, but there are different options available here. So if we are to select property, the title, the tag, assigning styles, deleting your content control, setting it up so it cannot be edited, removing content control when the content is edited, remain. So those are the identical options, but you have one additional option here. You can allow carriage returns of multiple paragraphs. You cannot do that with rich text. That is limited to one paragraph, and you cannot force a hard return. Here, on the other hand, you can. So for example here, if we were to go, the text would automatically wrap, but we have the added advantage of being able to hit enter as many times as we choose. So that is an added benefit, and that is very important to some individuals. So those are definitely things to consider. You also have the option when you're in here, if you want to put in different styles, you can. But please keep in mind that this is all treated as one paragraph, so you cannot have multiple bullets, you cannot have multiple outline levels, etc. If you decide that you need to do that, you would need to right-click and choose Remove Content Control. And then that would allow you to have full flexibility to do whatever you chose to do because it would allow you to do true hard returns versus what is called a soft return. So that is a limitation to using the plain text content control, but for many it's an adequate restriction in order to keep formatting or just to have individuals fill out basic forms versus doing advanced formatting and keeping the structure consistent across many documents and many users. So that is some of the features and benefits of rich text and plain text. Thank you.